Hey, hello peeps. I am 1111 Code. Right, I want to talk about duality. Alright, I know duality is big. It's big for me. It's deep. But I feel to get out of duality, then you can create a better reality. It's definite. I mean, like, duality is here, and we're going to experience it on a daily basis. We're going to experience it all the time. You already have. People differentiate duality as in, say, good and bad, but it's the same thing. It's just different degrees of the same thing. Because where does good and bad, on the scale, when does it change? It might go good, it might go okay, pretty bad. There ain't no actual point. It's all your perception. So the best way for me to handle duality is by observing it, and that would be from the centre. So then that's like polarity. You're not tipping the scales, you're seeing it from here, because duality exists here, whether we like it or not, as in truth and lies. There's duality there, but you will find both in both. If you observe from the centre, you will see in truth, you will find some lies, even in truth. And the same within a lie, you will find a lot of truths. Because if you wanted to lie about something, you'd get the truth, then you'd change it, you'd switch it. And that's how you created the lie. So it's observation for me. You're observing yourself, you're doing mindfulness on, say, I tried to say this before, like your inner chat, and that voice, that voice within, it tells you things, but not that ego voice, because that ego wants you to judge. And if you're judging, then you're in duality. And that's where I don't want to be. I don't want to see people in duality. If you can get out of duality somehow, by not like that. If someone's actions, you see something happen in your daily life, your family, your friends, anything, and you don't like what they're doing, it's not resonating with you, then that's okay. But don't feel that, oh, they should be doing this, they should be doing that, they shouldn't think like this, think like that. Then you are entering duality. You need to just focus on yourself. Then if they're doing that, with your observation, you're realising, this is self-realisation, that ain't you. That's how you observe. You just observe the behaviours of others, knowing you're going to see good and you're going to see bad. So you're seeing both sides, and you're not judging whether what they're doing over there, say, was bad, they should be doing that. You don't judge it like that. You observe it, that you wouldn't do that behaviour. So you're happy with yourself, and finding happiness there. And then in turn, even on this side, if someone is doing something good and that resonates as well, and you feel that you can do good things like that person, then that's great as well, because you're observing it. It's still observation. That's where I want to try and be with everything, really. And the big one for me is the pleasure and the pain. You can have pleasure and you can have pain. Yeah. And that's where you get your most learning from, I feel. Definitely the pain side of it, what you go through. If you can reflect on that, on your behaviour, how you acted on that, that self-reflection right in there. And then, especially if you look at it as a duality point of view, did I enter into an argument, or did I, if you look at yourself, I suppose you can judge yourself. You could call that, I called it observation on myself, on my actions, on my words, and what's happened, I say, on that negative thing was happened to me. I'm trying to get learning out of that. How did I create that? Because when you're in duality, I was so in duality, like most people before they wake up. So the people in the Matrix were definitely going to be in duality for me, because I was in there as well. Because you don't learn this, You're always judging. You can't help it. You don't even know you're doing it really until you somehow see polarity in things. Then you'll think, wow, I was in duality quite a lot. But I see that as in your environment, what you was brought up in. It was a product of your environment. Until you woke up, how I see it now I'm awake, I'm responsible now for everything I do. Before that, I just thought, we're just here, just have a laugh, do whatever. Probably weren't really responsible enough for myself in that way. And then I've learned now, it's all you. It's definitely all you. So before you wake up, I see duality all the time. In that reality, that's what the Matrix is. It wants separation, it wants duality, keep people apart, judging each other, and then with the abundance and the lack, I was brought up in poverty, so then that's what I know, and if people around you ain't going places, getting things, or their perspective on life was, negative, it sort of rubs off on you. Or that's all, I wouldn't say rubbed off, I'd say that's what I've seen, do you know what I mean, what I've experienced. But in all told, whatever I've experienced, I've always said it is what it is, I've moved on, I can't be thinking of the past either, because that's a form of duality as well. If you're always thinking about the past, remember, future, past, that's duality. Either side I'm on, if I'm thinking of the past all the time, that's duality. Maybe the future all the time is duality, but in the now, that's not. For me, because the now is the present is the gift. So with the gift is the now, what we do right now. Because what I've created, I'm living right now. What I say, if you are trying to get away from duality, trying to polarize yourself in polarity, and I did write a few things down to just show you there that this is how I'm looking at duality as well. It's like male and female as well. See, that's why the good and bad don't come into it, because you can't say which is good or bad out of male and female. So that's sort of saying you bring them two together. You bring that duality of male and female together. Left brain, right brain. That's the internal bit of that. And the external is treating men and women as the same. We are the same. If you're sitting in the centre, you don't mind. If you don't mind, it don't matter. So that's what I'm saying about duality. A bit of both is all good. Like sound, silence. There's no better one than the other. It's just a degree of the same thing. And then sometimes it is good to have silence, as we know. We meditate or just saying nothing and just being in your thoughts. And other times sound is really good, because that's vibration, and that will activate things within, like your waters. I can go on a lot about vibration, but okay, we'll stick with the duality. Really, duality feels to me more negative. It feels like, it's hard work, why bother yourself with what's right and wrong, or left and right, and positive, negative, do you know what I mean? You're in that centre and observing what's going on, my little saying, I want to be a flower, and a flower just grows and it observes what's going on, and that's all I want to do. And then hopefully then I can sit in there, that's where I want to be, that's where I want to be, in polarity, in the centre, that's where my heart is, and I've got love in my heart, and I'm going to observe, and then when you observe, you will see. You will see. Well, anyway, I hope this has helped you a little bit. Hopefully you'll think about duality, how much you're entering into it. I think that's where the best bit comes from. If you can do self-realisation, self-observation, reflect at the end of the day, each day. If you miss a day, don't worry, maybe keep a note of it. But if you're reflecting on your thoughts, how do I really think then? Am I in a lack? Am I abundant thoughts? Have I got lack thoughts? Am I positive or negative? Like we said, your vibration might be higher, but what frequency is that vibration on? Because if it's on the right frequency, you will get the energy, and that's the energy, frequency, vibration. That's what be looking for. But that's been there. I'm going to say I'm out. And as always, I love you all. Have a great day.